having a young asset like Tyrese Haliburton, you don't trade away a 21-year-old with the tools that he has. He's already a solid defender. He's an elite level 3-point shooter, both off the dribble and off the catch. Elite shot creator, like, or I shouldn't say elite, but signs of an elite shot creator, an elite playmaker. It's like, what?
How long will Dame stay loyal to the grind? Like, come on, it's got to be killing him at this point. It has to.
No facts.
I mean,
no, first,
it's like the Portland Trailblazers don't give a fuck about this man at all. They're not getting him help. Justice Winslow is not help. Nickeil Alexander is not help.
So yeah, like, let's zero in on what you're talking about. So I mean, so recently we had the trade, but if you want to just get full context of every move the Blazers have made so far. So first off, right, first signs of like the start of a hopeful rebuild, full rebuild, you'd think, but no, right? We have Norman Powell and Robert Covington going and being dealt away for Eric Bledsoe and Justice Winslow and whatever the last young guard was, right? And
Keon Johnson.
It was, yeah. And he's actually not that bad, but whatever, right? And it's just, that's mind-boggling enough because it's just like you could have gotten. I feel like the market for those two players would have been way more than fucking Eric Bledsoe, which is just redundant in terms of what you're looking for. But then you top it today, right, by trading away CJ McCollum. And it's honestly like, I don't mind the trade. I just hate the mindset behind the organization following the trade, because they said that they're doing this, right, to fully reshape the roster around Dame, which is bullshit. You're not reshaping shit. Like, you already fumbled the first trade, right? And it's like, and we already know the history behind that trade. It makes no sense because you traded Gary Trent Jr. to get. It's just it's so bad. It's so bad, and it's like you're not getting free agents. So all this salary cap space that you've created for yourself, it's not going to do shit for you. What is it? 60 million in salary cap space this summer. Multiple draft picks and assets because of the Pelicans trade, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it's like, who the fuck are you going to get in free agency? You're not getting James Harden. You're not getting Kyrie Irving. You're not getting Bradley Beal.
No.
Who are you getting? And there's really nobody else that's out there worth getting at that point. You're probably going to lose Yusuf Nurkic in free agency because he's a free agent this offseason, right?
Yeah.
And I just don't get it. I don't understand why you don't just blow it up.
At that point, if like Yusuf leaves in offseason, Dame should pack his bags too. He should have been packed his bags, to be honest.
Facts.
Like, he should have been out of there. He's just so addicted to that grind, bro. It's just like the grind just keeps going.
No, it is respectable, but like, bro.
Yeah, you can respect the hell out of it, but it's like, if you're at a point in your career where it's like a dead end and it's just redundant, every year you have like a bullshit team built around you and you can't go anywhere, you have to carry, bro, just get out of there.
Yeah, no.
Bless you.
Ah, thank you, bro. No, it's tough to watch though. It's actually tough because Dame is such a good player. Like, we know Dame's a good player.
He's done so much for the organization, bro.
Yeah, he's done it.
And they just R. Kelly that nigga in return, bro. Just straight pissed on him. Like,
no facts though. I mean, it's also, I mean, the ownership, they had a huge ownership turnover, so maybe that's the precedent for these, like, I don't even know if you call it like unorthodox, but just like very like rushed moves that just kind of seem like they don't make any sense. But I will say the CJ McCollum trade actually, like, I mean, let me pull up the full details.
I mean, it was between the Blazers and the Pelicans. It was they sent over CJ McCollum, Larry Nance Jr., and Tony Snell. Right?
Yeah. So here's full trade per Woj, because there was a few picks involved. So Josh Hart, Thomas Satoransky, Nickeil Alexander Walker. I'm not even gonna say this dude's name. Diddy Lizard. I'm not even, bro. And a 2022 protected first round pick, 2 second round picks, and then the Pelicans. Yeah, so that goes to the Blazers, and the Pelicans receive CJ McCollum, Larry Nance, Tony Snell. The Pelicans getting Larry Nance is low key nice. I honestly, this is like a wait and see because Nickeil Alexander-Walker and Josh Hart are, young players. You don't know what they'll turn into. You kind of do, but you don't exactly. But like, and you never know what the two second-round picks can turn into. The first-round pick too. It's just, it's like a wait and see, but it's also just like, I'm surprised they even got a first-round that many picks out of CJ McCollum because the reports were saying CJ McCollum, most people
like his trade value went down.
Yeah, like no one's like high on him at all. Like no GM just wants him like that. Which is, I mean, GMs tend to put on a front until the trade deadline comes around and someone's available. Then they actually, you see everybody's with the true colors. But yeah, I'd say. I mean, for the Blazers, great. You just got like, I feel like they're just stacking up the guard depth. Josh Hart can play the three though, but I don't know, man. Between Eric Bledsoe, Josh Hart, Nickeil Alexander-Walker, Thomas Satoransky, like it's just a lot of like on-ball
it's like a lot of
on there. I don't know, like I don't see the vision. I don't see the vision at all.
It's almost like they traded these players to come and have a tryout. All these tryout ass players, all these let's plug them in and see if they work ass players.
No, actually, and I still can't get wrap my head around the Eric Bledsoe thing. And as if to just shit on the Blazers, Norman Powell I think dropped like 27 or whatever in like 20 some minutes on his first game with the Clippers, which is hilarious. But it just makes no sense. That trade especially made no sense. And then this trade, it's like. It's just, again, I don't know where your head's at. Because if you're thinking about rebuilding around Dame, I don't see how getting young assets in Josh Hart and Nickeil Alexander-Walker, like, I don't see how that
translates. See how that helps them at all.
I don't.
Really don't.
But yeah, hey, but that's that trade. That's
the Pelicans finessed. Good job.
You think the Pelicans finessed?
Yeah. Well, I mean, with Larry Nance Jr., CJ. Add that with BI.
I think Larry Nance Jr. was
Zion coming back. I mean, they're building something over there. It might not be as good right now, but it's going to be something.
Yeah, I like the prospects of that. I think CJ could get them to a play-in spot too. I think like CJ's immediate impact I think will be felt because CJ's a bucket. Like if you can't play
walking
defense, but
bucket.
CJ is a fucking bucket. And Brandon Ingram. I mean, he's basically carrying them. Like they have like a 500 record, like 19-20. I think I checked today with Brandon Ingram. So they're borderline 500 team just with Brandon Ingram just trying to carry the shit out of them. No Zion yet. So I don't know. You lost Josh Hart, which means you lose defense, but I don't think they were a good defensive team.
And anyway. 3-point shooting.
So, yeah. So we'll see. But yeah.
I mean, on to someone who just didn't have shit in his head. No brain, no nothing, bro. The Kings GM, man, has 9 IQ with that trade that he.
Oh man,
that shit was terrible.
Yeah, so if you haven't heard already, you've been living under a fucking rock. The Kings and the Pacers had a trade that nobody saw coming. With
literally, I was not expecting Sabonis to go to the fucking Kings, bro.
Yeah, I expected we expected Sabonis to be traded. We just didn't expect it to be for
sure traded.
I thought Haliburton was easily
easily,
untouchable.
Untouchable, bro, because
I thought Fox was more movable than more on the table than Haliburton, but what'd you think, Yawny?
Bro, you give up Tyrese Haliburton, one of the most efficient shooters in recent, seasons. Crazy. I think he's 12th in steals right now, 11th in assists, some shit like that.
Yeah. So
only his second year?
Yeah. Okay. Since you're already talking about it, let me just read to you this shit. So here's Tyrese Haliburton. Tyrese Haliburton, out of 93 players that have tried at least 300 jumpers this year, he ranks 6th in efficiency at 58.7 effective field goal percentage. Out of 49 players that have tried at least 100 off the dribble threes, he's 2nd in 3-point percentage at 40.6%. He makes 42.6% of his catch and shoot threes. He's 11th in assists, and he's only 21. And then, yes, like you said, he ranks 12th in steals in the NBA. And in 12 games without De'Aaron Fox this season, he has averaged 19.2 points and 10 assists. And I think he's averaging 10 assists anyway. with or without De'Aaron Fox. So,
and he's only 21.
Just like
he's 21.
only 21.
And then
he has
not only did they give up Tyrese Haliburton though, they gave up Buddy fucking Hield.
The truth.
Like, come on, dude. It's like, bro.
Yeah.
I get it. I mean, you might get a return on investment with someone like Jeremy Lamb, but he's not as good as Buddy Hield when it comes to shooting. Not as efficient, not as effective in the offense.
I want to see the. Okay, here. So the Pacers traded Domantas Sabonis, Jeremy Lamb, and Justin Holiday, I believe. Well, I wanted the Celtics to get so bad.
And a 2027 second round pick.
Yep. For Tyrese Haliburton, Buddy Hield, and Tristan Thompson. The Pacers have been, dude, they're setting themselves up so nicely. Like, first with the Karis LeVert trade, right? That was one of their first good deals. I mean, they're doing what they have to do, right? And then they absolutely
they're doing what they said they were going to do. Just straight rebuild.
Yeah. And fucking Blazers, Portland needs to take notes. But like, this is how you rebuild, bro. You get teams that are clearly desperate to make the play-in, even though the play-in is the dumbest thing to try to make in. Dude, if you suck, you suck. Just suck, right? But whatever, right? Desperate to make the play-in. You find teams to finesse, absolutely finesse, right? For a player that is pretty inflated. Like, I think Sabonis is a great player, but I think his value is pretty inflated because the Pacers are just like this middling team that doesn't really go anywhere. I think Sabonis is he's a floor raiser, not really a ceiling raiser. So yeah, that's how I feel about Sabonis. I don't think
No, I can agree.
I can't.
He's more of a floor raiser, not a ceiling raiser.
I can't believe that they got Tyrese Haliburton out of that though. Like, Sabonis isn't old by any means. Like, Sabonis is still a young asset. Sabonis is better than Tyrese Haliburton. Like, Sabonis is going to make the Kings better, but he only makes the Kings marginally better. Having a young asset like Tyrese Haliburton, you don't trade away a 21-year-old with the tools that he has. He's already a solid defender. He's an elite level 3-point shooter, both off the dribble and off the catch. Elite shot creator, or I shouldn't say elite, but signs of an elite shot creator, an elite playmaker. It's like, what? And he's had spurts. Now Tyrese Haliburton, he needs to score and he needs to take more shots. Just like he needs to score at higher volume because his games are up and down, but his playmaking is always there, right? He's always having all the assists that he needs to, right? It's just his scoring volume has room to grow and just be more consistent. But he's always efficient no matter what he's scoring, and he's always playmaking at an elite level. And it's like the assets you want. You want 3-point shooting and playmaking. I feel like those are the two most valuable assets to any player, and he has those things at an elite level already.
With the addition of defense.
21 with the defense, right? Defense. Yeah. So it's just like, it makes no sense. I feel like Sabonis has hit his ceiling. He's already been a 2-time All-Star, and I feel like Sabonis has hit his ceiling. Meanwhile, Tyrese Haliburton is not that far in terms of value, and he still has so much more room to grow. It just makes no sense to me why you traded away such a perfect asset. I would have traded De'Aaron Fox in a heartbeat before Haliburton. If this same trade happened with De'Aaron Fox, I'd still be pissed. I wouldn't be pissed because I don't give a fuck about the Kings. But I would still be like, this is kind of a finesse. But at the same time, I'd be like, at least you have Haliburton. I'm not saying at least you have Fox. At least you
could pair up like Haliburton and Sabonis,
Yeah, right. What? Like, that's what I'm thinking too. I'm like, because they have to. It has to cross their brain. Like, okay, do we want Haliburton or do we want Fox? And it has to cross their brain that they're trading one of them for Sabonis, right? So it's like, and if I'm the Pacers, I'm taking either one for Sabonis. I'm surprised I'm even getting shit for Sabonis, but I'm taking either one for Sabonis. So if I'm the Kings, I'm like, who would pair up better with Sabonis? Fox, who can't shoot for shit from 3 right now, who his mid-range game is actually pretty decent, but like Fox, who can't shoot for shit from 3, he's not playing at his usual Fox level at the rim, right? And has more and turns the ball over significantly more than Tyrese Haliburton. Or do I go with Tyrese Haliburton, who's played very well in the pick and roll, right? He's already got a 3-point shot that's at an elite level. It hurts my brain. It's like, what is going on? I don't understand.
Was it that Josh Richardson trade?
Yeah, Josh Richardson for Taylor Horton-Tucker and I'm like, damn. That's all the talks we're in right now.